there were so many tenements in the street that we'd be like a march going up to school. There'd be gangs of us going up with our mammies up the road to school.
I went to a little small school down in North King Street. And my memory is that we did not have desks. We just sat on forums facing the teacher at the top of the room.
Well, schools were strict. I mean, the teachers at the time came from the countryside. The brothers ran everything was run with a very firm hand. And nobody likes to get a clout. I didn't like getting a clout.
I was lifted up physically by the hair on the side of my head, crying, and the brother would ask me what I was crying about with the pain, and he also would pinch you at the back of the arm, or hit you with there was a thing for cleaning the backboard. It had a wooden back, and he hit you with that.
I had no very little formal education. Like everything else in a big family, there was always maybe one person picked out. They done the run. That was my role, particularly in the family. I used to go to money lenders. I used to go to the pawn shop and got wherever messages was going. I missed all the last years of my schooling.
So me and 45 members of my class, out of the 45, 2 people went to secondary school and the other 43 went to, if your father was a painter, he got you an apprenticeship as a painter. If he was a plumber, da-da-da-da-da. But the rest of us, we went on the messenger boy bikes. But your education was finished at 13. So I started then as an office boy in Grafton Street, and I worked 6 days a week for 30 shillings. And I never forget my mother, because she was very poor. My father didn't earn, I think he was £5 a week he was getting, and I was getting 30 shillings as an office boy. So when I got paid, my mother put out her hand and she'd take all my money and she'd give me back a half a crown.
I learned my education on the streets. I worked in Moore Street, helped my aunties, did anything that I could to make a few quid. Chopsticks, carry coal, did all that sort of thing. They were the things that I thought was more, that would help me out in life rather than going to school. School didn't seem to work for people who lived in Henrietta Street.
I joined the Irish Army when I was quite young, so I had 3 years there. And that also gave me entitled to a bed of my own when I was in the army. I hadn't to share with my brothers any longer. It wasn't one of the main reasons I joined it, but I had that luxury of having my own bed.